Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We will get started in just a couple of minutes. We're going to finalize a couple of things, and we'll be right back right at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Good morning. Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. My name is Monica Brady. I am the account director and head of customer success here at Photofy. With me today, I have Sharon Beck, who is the director of agent services at Kansas City at Remax Heritage. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning, everybody.
We had really hoped to have James Schwartz with us today from Remax LLC, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. But we do have some great information from him as well that we're going to share with you. This is the Photofy and Remax subscription for brokers and agents. We're going to give you a quick rundown of how to register, how to access everything for the first time, and some of the best practices for using it as a Remax employee. And Sharon's also going to give you guys some really cool tips and tricks on how she uses it to create some really awesome graphics for her agents. She does a lot of really cool stuff. So we'll definitely go through all that as well. So this is going to be kind of a combination of live and recording. James' portion is recorded, but without further ado, let's see. Oh, questions and answers. If y'all have any questions, please use the question and answer, the Q&A tab. Feel free to chat in the chat room as well. But if you have questions, it would be very helpful to us if you would put them in the Q&A section so that we can track them and make sure that we get to everyone's questions. We do like to make sure that we answer everyone that has a question to the best of our ability. If for any reason you need to leave early, this is being recorded and will be available at support.photofy.com. Just look for the Remax box, and there is a section under both the agent and broker side for the past webinars, and we keep all of our past webinars there. So if there's any of the ones in the last few months that you wanted to watch but you couldn't make it, they will all be there as well. Support.photofy.com, and just look for the Remax box and you'll find them there. Please give me a little bit of time, probably about 4 hours or so. That way Zoom can render it and get it ready for me, and I can download it and put it up there. But it will be there for you guys whenever you have a moment to watch it. For anyone who didn't make it into Zoom, if you know of anyone that didn't make it into Zoom for whatever reason, this is also being simulcast live on YouTube right now, youtube.com/Photofy app, and they can watch it there. If you guys want to put it up in your office, go for it. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. The image that you're seeing right now is the landing page. It's at photofy.com/Remax-invite. If you have not registered yet, this is where you're going to start. On this page, you'll see a Get Started button. You can either click on either of those, or you can just scroll down and check out a little bit more information about it. So with this, it is, there is a cost to it. It is 90 days free. And after that is just $4 a month. After that, it is a price that has been locked for you guys, an exclusive rate for Remax at $4 a month. So huge savings off a regular Photofy Pro. But you can use this to post to social platforms, email, text, all kinds of stuff. You can use it for invitations, price drops, thank yous, congratulations. I know a lot of folks have been talking about anniversaries as far as when someone purchased a house. So those are kind of cool. Within Photofy, you'll have access to hundreds of graphics, templates, all kinds of cool stuff. Go ahead and get down to the form. You're going to enter your first name, your last name, your email address, your phone number, and your MCID. Now, a lot of folks don't know what the MCID is. If you mouse over, it'll give you a little tooltip. It's your master customer ID that's given to all of the Remax affiliates. If you're not sure where to find it, just click on this link here, and this will pop up a information sheet on how to find it. So it is located in Max Center in your profile. So that's the number that we're looking for. And with that MCID, it will register you your access properly to your team, to the galleries that you need to have access to, and all that good stuff. So go ahead and enter that information, hit terms and conditions. You'll get a nice long pop-up of terms and conditions that you can read, and then move forward. For those of you that are agents or staff or managers, you will next go to a billing information page that will request your billing info. That way, if you keep your subscription after your 90 days, it'll automatically start billing you $4 a month. You don't have to do anything else. For the primary owner of each office, your account is covered by Remax LLC, so you will not see that billing information page, but you'll move forward to create a password, and then from there, you get to log into the app. So what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick is switch over to my phone. That way you can see what it looks like from there. Let's see, sorry, I should have done this earlier. Go ahead and stop. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and log in here. Sorry about this, guys. I was getting everything else ready and I forgot to log into the Zoom meeting on my phone. All right. Awesome. So now we're going to go ahead and share. Now from here, you'll go to your app store, whether you're on iOS or Android, head over to your app store, search for Photofy. I hear a little one. All right, locate Photofy content creation and go ahead and download the app. I've already got it downloaded to my phone here, so we'll just go ahead and open. And let me switch my mouse so you can actually see my mouse here. And then you're going to go to business sign in. Now here you're going to enter the email address and password that you just used to register. And let's see, I've got mine saved in here. So we'll go ahead and log in. The first time you log in ever, you'll actually see a page pop up asking you for profile information. Go ahead and fill that in. What that is that's your profile, your tokens, and it will allow you to, you fill it in once and then that's it. You don't have to do it again. It will pre-populate that information, your name, contact info, any website info that you have in there, pre-populates that into cool things like the yard signs, templates, and all that stuff that you're using within there. If you ever need to edit those, you'll tap on the menu, go to settings, and then you'll go to manage profile. And it may take a couple moments, but once that pops up, you'll see a section that says edit tokens. And From there, you can go ahead and make changes to your information there. Now, this one actually has a lot more listed in here than you would see because I'm connected to various galleries. But you'll see here, you'll have your first and last name, and then it'll ask you again for first and last name. Different places will have different spots. So once it fills in, phone number, if you ever need to change that phone number or anything else in here, you'll just go in. And then when you make that change and move on, that line turns yellow. You click on the little save button on the right, it turns green. That means that your changes have been successfully saved. So we'll go ahead and change that back. Let's see. So that would be your tokens. You can also do one-off changes on your templates. We'll go ahead and show you how that works as well. And so if you're doing something for somebody else just that one time, you can then go ahead and make that one-off change. So quick tour of the app though. This is the agent or associate side. This is what you'll see if you have an iPhone. If you have an Android device, it's going to look a little different. The video templates will actually go across the bottom. You won't have the scheduler button, but you do still have access scheduler. It's not that you don't have that feature. It's just in a different place. So let's go ahead and go through this really quickly. Photos and collages is where you're going to find your background images. You can pull items from a camera roll. You can pull items from albums if you sort things on your device. We have stock photos available for you, various royalty-free images, Google Drive, Dropbox, and also Remax has a bunch of awesome stock photos in here as well, categorized out to different things. So you can go ahead and kind of run through those and see some really nice stuff that you can use for general posts. Artwork is where you'll find the yard signs, some of the logos. We've got animated GIFs here, which are really awesome, and Sharon will touch on those a little bit later on. Branding images, stickers, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. So you can have a lot of fun exploring. Unfortunately, we don't have a search feature in here as of yet, which is why there's so many categories. But hopefully that will help you find things a little easier. Templates. These are pre-formatted, ready for you to customize. You can edit text, you can edit photos in these, change photos. One of the questions we have is languages. So we are working on some major language categories, language galleries, but unfortunately those do take some time, but you can customize the text in many of these templates. So if it says something that in English and you want to change it to Spanish, all you have to do is tap on the text field and change it over using, your own keyboard there. Reposts are images that are pre-done, completed. There's no editing necessary in these. There are some still photos in here with some statistical type information. There's some fun stuff. There's also some animated ones. These are super easy to use. Just tap and share straight over to social media. So if you wanted to use this really cool GIF here, you can share over to Facebook or Instagram. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Instagram. And if there is any text behind it, you'll see a little preview right there. If there's any text behind it, you'll get a message that pops up saying that this text has been copied to your clipboard. So you can move forward from there. Let's see. Keep going real quick. Scheduler, like I said, this will not be on Android right here on the front page, but you do still have access to it. If you have images that you've already created, you can add them here. You'll find those in your galleries. Alternatively, you can create an image and at the end on the sharing page, you'll find the scheduler there as well. So these are some ideas. This failed. I just declined the share. So that's why that one's there. And then video templates, you can do some video. Photofy has opened up video. Basically all of the templates that were available in the photo template area, you can grab one of those for video as well. And instead of just a still photo, you can input some videos. So those are really cool. And I know Sharon's going to go over that a little bit later on. So that is kind of the tour of Photofy. We'll go ahead and show you a little bit more on how to use it as well. But I want to switch over real quick to James Schwartz and how he uses Photofy. And let's see, let me get this going. So this is the recorded portion, but available for you guys. And this is from when he joined us just a couple months ago. So I'm going to go ahead and get this plan, and then we'll be right back after this.
Good morning, everybody. So this is James. Excited to be here with all of you. I'm going to talk a little bit about show off the app and how I think you guys can use it for your business. But what we got really excited about is, as you know, with Remax, we have a ton of great tools. And within that, there's a lot of different places to go. What we wanted to do is we're trying to think about ways to bring the information and content to you. And when we came across this app, I love it because it's kind of like Canva, if any of you are Canva users, meets Photoshop with some of the Instagram moody filters and kind of the different tools we use, but it's all in one place. And then we really worked with them also for video, which I'll show off in a little bit. But it's just a really cool tool that instead of having to find Remax content, it's preloaded, it's there for you to use. And so when you think about your day-to-day, you know, there's definitely some downtime in our days, especially as we're kind of coming out of this current environment, we're getting back out into the marketplace. There are still inspections and things that we do. And we found that a number of agents are using this when they have that downtime to create some of this content. So I want to show off what the capabilities are. So hopefully you can see my screen. I've got Photofy pulling up real quick. Make sure I'm in the right account. And we've had 3 users in mind. Some of you are going to be really savvy, want to create custom content and artwork, and you can do that with this app. Some of you, I think, are going to be more comfortable with templates where you're swapping out some photography and text. We have that for you as well. And then there's some of you that are probably still a little fearful of some of that or not comfortable, but you want to create content and get that engagement on your social channels and with your prospects and customers. So there's also something called repost, where hopefully you're connecting with the brand on our industry and consumer channels. And just like you would reshare that content, instead, now you can actually create content and repost it from this app as if you did it all on your own. So hopefully that's a benefit for some of you. See that as the easy button. And we're helping you guys, we're trying to automate as much of the marketing process as possible to make it really simple. And what I love about this app is it's really the idea was creating content on the go. You guys are busy, you're out there building and nurturing relationships, you're connecting with people, you're serving your communities, and hopefully this is a really great way to enhance that and again, take some of the fear out of creating content. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna click on this first tab in the upper left called Photos and Collages. What's really cool about this is we've preloaded some imagery. It will continue to evolve, but you can also access anything that you can get to on your phone. So when you scroll up here, you start seeing things like Dropbox, Google Drive, pretty much any application that you have on your tablet or on your phone, you can access with this. So for some of you that might work with photographers, so say you've got a new listing coming and you get that awesome new photo, if they drop it into your Dropbox folder and you have that connected with this app, you can access all of that imagery, all of that content to really create awesome, cool imagery. Get back. The next piece here is artwork. In that upper right-hand corner, I'm going to click on this. What you'll notice is it looks very Remax. So there's a lot of different content. You can see here, you can scroll down quite a bit. There's also this navigation up here where we're trying to collect shit. So maybe you're looking for the Remax collection, commercial properties, anything that you can think about if you're doing maybe events for your prospects, if you're a team leader and you're doing an event for your teams, whatever it is, we really wanted to make it cool and simple to use. But what I personally love is Monica mentioned at the beginning, there's a profile and you're gonna fill out what's called tokens. That information should be what you use for your marketing, right? What is your web address? What is the primary phone number, your office phone number, your team name, whatever that is? It creates that, it makes content creation so much easier. But one example I like to show you is imagine you're walking out, for those of you that are getting back to the market and you're meeting with someone, imagine you're walking out of a listing appointment And all you have to do is turn around, take a picture of the home, and literally on your way out to the car, you could create a piece of content, show off your marketing savvy, and send it to that prospect and just reinforce your value. So I'm going to walk you through this hypothetical example. So let's say I go in and I'm going to pick this yard sign. And let's say this house in the upper left here was a photo that I just took on my way out the door. I'm going to hit continue. Now you can see that my information is pre-populated from those tokens that I did when I first set up for my profile. I can move this thing around. You can see the text down below. I can edit that contact information if I'd like to. So instead of saying for sale, some get creative like, look what I could do for you, get the listing, whatever that might be. And then when I hit apply, and I'm gonna hit done here, this is the power of the app. Now I can go in and instead of having to create a version for Instagram and a version for Facebook and having to figure out what those specs and output ratios and things that most agents don't need to know about, the app makes it super simple. I can literally take that and either post it on some of my social channels. In this case, where I walked out of that listing appointment, I could text it to that potential seller on my way out the door. And think about that, what that could do for your business. When you're meeting with buyers at the coffee shop, you run into someone at a networking event, when you're trying to promote what you're doing in the community, a lot of cool things that I'm seeing you all do around the globe right now, supporting, like as we're going through COVID, there's tons of cool things that are applicable in this application. You can also text it, email it, and then there's a scheduling feature that will basically prompt you and remind you. It doesn't auto post, but that's because of some limitations with the social channels. Where it'll just remind you and then you can say, yes, I do want to post this and it'll go. So it's just a really cool kind of scenario that I think will help you guys with your business. Now let's get into, so that's where you can go in for kind of custom artwork. I'm going to click on templates here on that left middle box. And here you'll see there's a ton of different options. And what's cool about it is some of them are more customizable than others. We've even started throwing in Zoom backgrounds, again, different versions. And what's awesome is you can literally, with a few clicks of a button, you can make content fairly quickly. So let me find an example. Let's go to this open house, for example. I can literally go in and start picking pictures. So again, maybe my photographer just dropped in some new photos. I access them from my app via that Dropbox link. This is a bad example. This house shouldn't have 2 kitchens. And then you can really start to create custom content. And then literally, you can see how quickly it starts to create. I can again start to post this on my social channels and I can get it further out. Some people have asked about BombBomb. So if you have the BombBomb app on your phone, you can create content and even video content it will send out. So what I'm finding is test it, play with it, see what you can do. But typically anything that I can have on my device or on my tablet, I can start to engage with that content as well. So that's just kind of the template paste. Here's the reposts. And what I love about these is, again, you'll see some of it's just content. So maybe, 4th of July, you can post this out as if you created it. And then you can add some message and context and personalize it. But we're really hoping this helps you kind of get to that starting point. Take that fear out of creating the content, but really just kind of move quickly as you guys are so busy on your day-to-day. And then videos. This is where I think it's really cool, right? So I think that we're all on Zooms lately. I think that fear of video, we're starting to overcome it. But a lot of agents feel that there's this high Hollywood production need. And I will tell you, I think it's just a matter of creating authentic connections with your communities, with your prospects, with your customers, with your fellow agents. And so it's literally just turning your phone around and having that conversation on video. But sometimes you want it a little more polished. And what I love about what we've done with this app is there's a way to do that. I am going to use a video example. It's going to sound like rain just as an example here, but you can pick any of these templates. So I'll pick this one here. All of this text is editable where it says text goes here. I can literally start to customize any of this text, right? So it's super fast. But now I can actually, so I took the video on my phone or on my tablet. Now I'm going to go find that video on my device, So here I'm going to pick this. And now I can kind of move around a little customization. Click done. And now I have a video that's got some branding on it that I can send out to someone and again, post on my social channels or text to someone if I'm having a one-to-one conversation. So hopefully this helps kind of not only talk about the features and functionality, but how you might apply it to your business. And then again, we're working through with different regions. So we've got some content that's in the works with Canada. We've got some contacts in the works. We just loaded some stuff for South Africa. Right now, we're working on language translation as well. We've worked with the global teams on kind of the top 5 languages, and then there are ways to personalize and customize this. So if in your regions, work with your region owners, your management teams, and then get with us, we can start loading in even things like photos. So some of the photography might not apply, but we can definitely customize this to whatever you guys might need.
All right. Thank you to James for getting that together for us. So that is some really cool ideas. There's a couple of things he did not touch on that I want to go ahead and let you know about real quick before we move forward. Let me go ahead and get my phone back up on the screen here. I wanted to show you about projects and also how to use the scheduler, because I know that's a big question we also have. But as far as projects goes, this is if you want to create something that you think you're going to utilize again in the future. We don't have a preset template for it. You can kind of create your own. Similar to what he had for that open house, you can do collages and you can do different things by using some of the features we already have in here. Say you wanted to maybe grab a photo of a house. So someone purchased a house. It's their house anniversary, as I've heard it called, and you want to send them a congratulations. So you can grab multiple pictures and kind of create this. I don't know if you want to do a cake as well as bubbly, but let's see, what else can we find? Maybe let's actually go. And here's the cool thing is you can grab from multiple locations. So if you want to do a, oops, I'm typing on my keyboard and I should be typing on my phone. I always do that. Let's see, celebrate. We've got the bubbly, let's maybe grab a nice background that we don't have to do too much to. How about, let's do this one. This is kind of pretty. I think it kind of goes with the themes. Okay, so this will bring up I've got 3 images, so it'll bring up a little 3-up collage, and it'll allow you to change the format a little bit here. So I want to go ahead and do 2 squares and a horizontal, and we'll hit apply. And so this will bring up the house, the bubbly, and the little background that I picked. Now I don't like how the house is getting cut off, so I'm going to go to edit layout and ratio. And then I'm going to change this to a portrait ratio here. And then we'll hit apply. And now I can kind of tap on the images and move them around just a little bit to feel a little better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize this square here for my artwork. So I also want to change my border because it's a little thick. We'll kind of make that a little better, round off the corners just a bit. We'll hit apply, and now I'm going to use my artwork. So there was the artwork button on the main page, but you also can utilize it right here. So if you start with your background and then you want to grab your artwork here, you can go in and maybe grab a sticker to put over there. Let's see. I'm wondering if we have any house anniversary type images in here. If not, we can contact them and see if there's anything we can add to that. Let's go with cheers. How's that? And then we can add some custom text as well. So I'm going to use my finger here to move this a little bit. Let's see, mouse. We're going to make it smaller. And I'll put cheers. And for this, I'm going to add a shadow to make it pop out. So you can see that a little bit better. You know what? Maybe not. Maybe I'm going to put this up here. We'll say cheers there, format it, and we're going to rotate it just a hair. All right. And then we'll add some text and we'll say, congratulations, or maybe you should just say happy house anniversary. How's that? Yeah, I can spell it correctly, maybe. Is that how you spell? I'm not quite sure how you would spell that. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah. There we go. Not a question mark. All right, exclamation point. We'll say, we'll move the cursor and we'll return. That way it's 2 lines. We'll hit apply. And then from here, you'll have some text info. But anyhow, so I am playing around. I love playing around with this. Okay, so we'll make that red. Okay, so say you want to put, you know, their name or info or anything like that. You can add the text there, hit apply, but you want to save this because you like this template. From there, you're going to locate the icon in the top that looks like a piece of paper, and you'll save it as a project. So you can come back and use it later. So now it's been saved. And from here, all you have to do is you can edit your text. You can change this. You can change the house in the background to be somebody else's house. You just tap on it, hit replace. And now you'll have access to, you know, change it to a different house and go from there. So I think that's a really cool feature that you can utilize in here as far as saving things and kind of creating your own custom templates. So that was projects. We'll go ahead and move forward and I'll show you scheduler. So we'll complete this image. And then from here, you can share to your social channels, and there's also the scheduler. So if you want to say you did this, you know, someone's house anniversary is on Saturday. So we'll enter the date and time. We'll go to Saturday at, we'll say 10:30 a.m. And obviously I did not put my contact info, which is something you're going to want to do. Maybe grab one of the logos with your contact info in it. And then you can enter the caption here, happy house anniversary, or let's see, hope you are having, or still loving, hope you still love your home, etc., etc. So you can go from there. Tap on next and you'll choose where you want it to share. Always go to Instagram and then done. So now it's been scheduled, and what'll happen is on that particular date and time, August 22nd at 10:30 a.m., I'm going to get a push notification to my device that tells me it's time for your post to go. Would you like to post now? And you can go ahead and complete from there. So you do want to make sure that your push notifications are turned on so that you can access these. And it does not automatically post to your social channels. But if you want to make any changes to it, you can go in here to the menu. It's also available here for everybody. And again, if you want to make changes to your projects, you can do that as well. You can access them here. You can delete, you can open to edit, all kinds of good stuff. So those are just a couple more things that I think are pretty big features that I wanted to touch on before I hand you guys over to Sharon, who I know has some other really cool ideas. If you guys, again, have any questions at all, please feel free to put them in the Q&A section. We'll be answering those as well. I know we've been kind of answering within that section. And then if there's anything that we can share out loud to everyone, we'll do that as well. But don't be shy. Send us your questions. Sharon, would you like to take over?
I would love to take over.
Have fun showing them all the things.
I love Photofy. I saw a couple of questions in the question and answer spot. Somebody asked how many photos are there. What kind of photos? Like stock photos? There's a ton of stock photos, but you can also connect it to your photo album, and you can connect it to your Dropbox, your Google Drive. So really the sky's the limit when it comes to photos. As far as the scheduler, where is it located in the Android? It's actually going to be located in your, we call it the hamburger button, but I'm going to show my screen for you right now. On the tablet, I'm sharing via my tablet. So on your tablet, it's going to be located on the front screen right here. But when you're on the phone, we call this a little hamburger button up top here on the left. And it's going to be under here, same spot for the projects. I had somebody ask a question about the projects. So this is where it's housed at. You're going to be able to access your profile from here, your projects from here, your scheduler from here, your settings from here. It's all going to be under that handy dandy little hamburger button up top there. And then I think there was another question on video templates and putting your logo on video templates.
I did see that.
Yeah, and that's not with a regular template. You can go in and you can create said template. And then, so for instance, if I wanted to use a template for one of my active listings, so I have an active listing coming up, and I'm going to go into the template, and I mean, like this one it's beautiful. I love it, but there's no Remax stuff on it. So I'm going to take and I'm just going to add a real quick photo just to kind of give you an example. You can go in and you can change this address down here. We're going to just leave it there. We're going to click apply. So once I've added my stuff, I've added my picture, I've added my address. I want to add more Remax bling. I want to add my logo. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click start over, and I'm going to go into photos and collages, into my camera roll, and I'm going to grab that picture so that then I can add so down here you can add logo, and this can be one of like the office logos. It can be your Bitmoji. It can be kind of whatever you say you want to put your little Bitmoji here because you use it quite a bit. So I'm going to put her here, and I really do have that color hair. It's pretty cool. I'm going to click apply, and then I want to add some Remax artwork. So Monica had briefly touched on the GIFs, and I think they're just wicked awesome. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to do the door is open. So I could do this really cool GIF up here. I don't know if it's called a GIF. I think everybody says they're GIFs, but it's a G.
It's a
so why is it not
GIF. It's a
GIF?
GIF.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
It is. So anyways, I'm going to add that GIF there. And then I am going to see what else. I love these fists. These are my favorite stickers when they dropped. And I love how they just they're just so cool, man. I really dig them. So I'm going to put them right there. And then I really think I want a balloon too. Or what if I want my logo? Because the office logo is not here. So I'm going to go back into artwork, and I'm going to go, what's really cool is we now have the broker portals where your office logos should be all available to you. If your broker has gone in and set up the portal to have your office logos in there, you're going to be able to access the office logos. We're in Kansas City, so these are our regional logos. So I can go in, and if I wanted just to drop this logo down here on the bottom, or in the middle right here for the Royals logo, I could do that. And one thing that I'm always going to tell you to do, if you're using a logo, I would drop a shadow whenever you can, because it really just makes that sticker pop or the logo pop, and you can change the color. Say if I wanted to make that red, I could go in. I love doing the Remax red. So I'm going to go in and grab the Remax red. There we go. See how cool that looks? I really just like the shadow. And then I'm going to click apply. And if I'm ready to then get this posted, I'm done. I've added my regional logo. I've added a picture of my Bitmoji. You can always add a PNG, and I've added some of those little GIFs, whatever. They're gifts to us. So I'm gonna click done, and it's saving. And then I can post directly from here to Facebook, Instagram. I can then do more share options. And so I'm on a tablet, so I can save it. I can save to files. So I had a question on my class last Friday about working for a team. If you are on a team, you can connect to a team drive. So any artwork I do on my tablet, I can drop it into my drive, and anybody who has access to my drive that has shared access can access that directly from, it's going to go to their tablet, their desktop immediately, and they can share that. So if I wanted to post this to Facebook, I would just click on Facebook. I would find whatever account I'm linked to and then post to Facebook. So that's kind of just a quick version of taking a template, dropping in some stuff on the template, and then going in and adding more features in photos and collages. I know that was kind of a little bit of a rabbit hole from the video templates. On the video templates, you can't do that. But I do want to highlight the video templates. In the market that we're in right now, I know our market is going, we're in Kansas City, and they go back and forth from opening up and then closing down and then opening up. Well, let's just remember to be safe. We do have buyers that are not wanting to get out and about. They're wanting virtual tours of things. So something that could be a really neat feature, if you've got a listing that's hitting the market on Friday, you could go into video templates. First thing I would do is I'd go out to that listing and I would take like a quick walk around the property. You could talk, or you could just literally walk around the property. Videos, just remember, if you're doing videos longer than 30 seconds, if they are longer than a minute and you go to post them to Instagram, they are going to ask you to do Instagram TV, which is fine. But here we are in templates, and I'm going to say I've got this, let's do across the top. Let's see what I've got across the top. Active listings, open house, new listing. Let's do a new listing, see what's under new listing. Perfect. So I'm going to take one of these templates here, and I am going to, here, this is a perfect coming soon one, or this new listing one here. I'm going to click on this new listing and go ahead and change the information on the top if you want to change the text. Perfect. I can add my information there, and then I can tap to add video. I'll click apply first. Tap to add video. I'm going to pull open my videos, and you're going to see, let me see, I did a screen grab of a video the other day. So we'll use this video. And then what it does is it drops that video in here. You can move it up and down. And then when you're ready to post that, you can go over here to done. And it's as simple as that. So it's then going to save to your device. I would suggest if it's a video and you want to post it or you want to email it, I would also put that in your Google Drive so that you can have it on the desktop to post to different places as well. And then, so like if you want to break it up, this is the thing. If you're going to be highlighting a new listing, I would break up it into 2 videos. I would do the outside, and then I would do maybe a quick video walkthrough. But it is as simple as going into doing the video. I know it's really hard. You don't even, I mean, with the videos, you don't have to video yourself. So it's not like going live on Facebook. It's just doing a video of the actual listing itself. Another thing that my agents here in Kansas City do quite a bit is they do videos of their closing, their clients. They'll do a quick little fun video of their clients at a closing. So then what you could do is you could click on this sold one, and then in the back, you can click on one of your videos here and then drop it in there. And then it plays in the background, has the sold on top of that. So if I wanted to then, what if I wanted to do a video for a birthday? I really think that customized birthday messages are so cool. So say I got one agent here, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike Smith. He's one of my one of my favorite agents here in the Blue Springs office. I'm not playing favorites, but I love Mike Smith. But he always makes custom birthday videos. My broker David Weisman does a really good job, but he uses BombBomb. But Mike will go in, he'll record his videos, and how cool would it be to then add it to a template? So if you're going to scroll down and you're going to see, I think I can go across the top here. Most recommended that I saw a birthday one. Nope. Where did I see that birthday one, Monica? I swear there was one in templates for birthday.
Let me look.
Where is it at?
These are holidays.
No, here's a plain one for brand. I like that one. So you
Okay.
don't have anything on there. And I knew, there it is. So here's the happy birthday one.
Find it? Okay.
Yeah, so you can take your video, tap to add that video. You can go in and you can change let's click on text, and I could go in and I could say, happy birthday, Sharon. My birthday is December 5th. If anybody wants to send me presents, I like presents. So happy birthday, Sharon, click done. I can change my information on the bottom, and then I can tap to add a video. I'll click apply because I'm in the text.
Mine's December 31st.
Yours is December 31st?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we're such great friends.
I think so.
So I'm going to use Pinky as an example. And so it's really cool. It's personalized. You can then click done. And then from here, you should then be able to you could send it via text message, click more share options. If I want to email that, I could email that to my client and just drop in that video right there. So I think that's one of the things that is highly underused is the video templates. I know the regular templates are fun to get into, but people need to do more video. It doesn't even have to be of your face if you don't want it to be. But if you got a listing that has a really cool kitchen, if you got something that's coming soon that's got great acreage, why not go out there, shoot a little video of it, get into Photofy and grab a template so you can brand it with Remax. Super easy, super simple, and then you can post it from there. And so if we want to go back into photos and collages, so say I wanted to do this month we talk about Children's Miracle Network. So I'm going to go into my camera roll and let's see. I think I did this one the last meeting that we had, but if you guys weren't here, when I was out at R4, I got to meet one of the Children's Miracle Network kids. So I'm going to grab that photo. And then I want to actually change what kind of ratio I want to do. So I'm going to make this what if I want to do here? I want to do an Instagram story. So I'm going to change this to an Instagram story. I'm going to click apply. Okay, and then I'm going to go into add text and overlays. So again, with the fun GIFs, they have the really cool rainbow. Oh, I just love it so much. So I can drop this in here and do something like this. And then I can go back into artwork and I can actually go into the home stickers I want. They have the regular stickers that are not animated. So if I wanted to find something that's not animated, I could find the one that isn't animated and drop it in there. And they have it in Spanish too as well, which is really cool. But what I want is the logo. Here we go. They have the Remax balloon plus the Children's Miracle Network logo. And so I want to put that on the bottom. Put that right there. I'm going to center it. I'm really big on centering stuff. Click apply. Beautiful. And then if I wanted to say, so our office in Kansas City is one of the, I think for like the past 3 years, we've won the award for most donations. So if I wanted to say like, top office, I could do here. I could text, come on. I could enter top office, top donating, top office and donations. for the kids for Children's Miracle Network. We'll just call it Children's Miracle Network. Where is, let's just do CMN. I always change my mind on how I want to. That's the thing with Photofy. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into that, and I change the color so I can see it first. And then I go in and I change how I want to click apply for the color. And then let's do font. So on my phone, you can actually go in and you can download fonts and you can upload them too, which is really cool. So you can go in and upload different fonts. Let's use Eraser Dust because it kind of looks very kiddish. Okay. Click apply. Cancel. I want to click into you to change the text. Anyway, so I can go in, I can do different things like that. And then when I'm ready to post that, I can then go click done and it's ready to post. And I can click Instagram directly from here and I can post it to my story and click on story and then click send to my story. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Well, we'll do it anyways. I can always undo it like that. And then that's going to go to my story. So that is just a couple of things in Photofy for changing the layout, dropping in those GIFs, doing the video templates, and then looking at the regular templates, scheduling. Remember, your scheduler is going to be in the top left corner here. So questions, comments, concerns, Monica?
So I've got somebody asking, where did you find that birthday video template?
So under video templates, I actually just found it under the first tab where it says Remax, and I scrolled down for birthday.
Easy peasy.
Now, something I saw on my phone, it's beautiful. If I had logged in on my phone, you can actually on the templates, you can favorite templates by double clicking on the template. It favorites it for you. And in the top, like right corner up here, I don't know why it doesn't have it on the tablet, Monica, rude. But in your phone, you can, under the templates, the part on your phone, you'll see like a little heart for favorites. And then it kind of looks like a clock for recent. So it'll show you all the recent ones that you've been into. And you can, same thing with video templates, you can do that same thing.
So what I'm seeing actually is that's available on Android, but not on iOS. And that's why it's coming up on your tablets.
Stop it. Is there something that Android has that iOS doesn't?
It is. And I'm going to have to figure out why.
That's
not cool.
For people that are just getting into Photofy and trying to navigate through it, have an idea of what you want to create before you go into Photofy, because it can be overwhelming. And I'm a really easily excitable person. So I'll get in here and we'll get in rabbit holes. I'll be like, oh, here's this really cool template. Oh, I want to do a Zoom background. Oh, but I want to do an ad. So then I just get into a rabbit hole of I got in here to do a new agent template and I'm all the way down into holidays and ads. And so have an idea of what you want to create before you go into Photofy. You can go in and play with it if you've got some time to do that, which I highly recommend. And one of the really neat things about Photofy is how much they're constantly adding content. I know a couple of my people in Canada that I did a class with, we're still waiting on the animated stickers. I don't even know if they have the stickers yet, but the animated stickers. So there are things that are still coming, they're still adding stuff, and they're constantly, if you've got an issue, if you've got something that's not working right, Monica with the supports, she's just amazing. And so please always feel free to reach out to support. Every Friday I host a Photofy mastery thing. It's about 30 minutes, but I'll just go through and create some fun stuff. It's really informal. You can come in and share your ideas, or I can show you how to just create small projects. And so if you'd like that link, I can send you that link, or I can post it in the comment box too.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so I had someone say, can you show us an idea for rental properties before you stop your broadcast?
So for rental properties, if you go into templates, and let's say you go into active listings. So where it says for lease here, so if I wanted to click on this template here, I can actually click on text and I can change this for lease to for rent. And then click done. And then I can add my photo here of this cute little house. That's not what it's going to be for it, but here's this. And then you can also, so I'm going to click done. I've just added the information there. I can then go start over, go back to my photos and collages. I'm going to choose that picture from my camera roll. And in James's video, he talked about using the signs. So I'm going to go to artwork. And so how it says for sale here, I'm going to click on my sign, and instead of for sale, I can go in and I can put for rent. Or I could even do, if I could spell, I could even do coming soon if I wanted to do that. But I can pop my sign here. And remember, let me show you this. I'm going to drop a shadow. The shadows are the best. It just makes that baby pop a little bit. But there, I've got the sign right there, my information. And instead of for sale, it says for rent.
Yeah. That's something to remember. I saw somebody else asking about Spanish. If, like I said, all of these templates, the fields are editable. So if you see something that you like as far as the format goes, you can go in and edit the template to say what you need it to say in whatever language you need it to say. So please, 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 utilize those templates and have fun with them. Someone asked about new agent. I see new agents there at the top there with your tabs. There is new agent announcements, so you can welcome new agents to your team. That is awesome. I did post.
So for my new agents, I actually have a template, a project. I saved it as a project. I don't know if it yet. So I have a new agent. I've saved it as a project. So every time I have a new agent, I go in and I can then change this picture out if I wanted to change this picture out. So say I need to change, I've got Aubrey's not a new agent, but I'm just going to use her picture here. And then I can go over here to my text and I can change that text. On the regular template, it said something like, let's balloon to new heights together. But I take that out and I actually put my agent's name, their cell phone, and their office number there.
Yeah.
And so I save that as a project, so I know what the information I like to put on the left here is. Awesome.
Yeah, definitely a good use of that project feature.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of folks asking how you added your Bitmoji. That is a logo plus option that everybody has. I'll let you go ahead and walk them through that.
So I'm just going to go into photos and collages just to pick a picture. Now, one of the things you need to do before you go into Photofy is you need to actually download your Bitmoji. I don't know if I have it. Yes. So you want to probably find some sort of eraser, background eraser app. And so that's what I've done. I went into background eraser and I had, let's see if I have my little Bitmoji here. Actually, so I don't know if I can erase the background here. So if I wanted to erase the background of this picture, I could go in and I could click done. I'm going to see it kind of takes it out. I'm going to do manual, get rid of, So it's just about finding a background eraser that you want to use and then taking out the background. Same thing with it'll take me forever to do this. Anyways, so find a background eraser. And then in your Photofy, once you've removed that background, right down here, it says add logo for Logo Plus. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to go add that logo. Now you can add a office logo. You can add a PNG photo. So I have this photo here of Aubrey, one of my agents. I've got it there now twice. So then I can drop that PNG photo onto whatever photo I want. One of the things that Monica had talked about, me and her were talking about removing, like grabbing a picture of your client. You could even grab a picture of your client in the office and then removing that background, taking a picture of their home and popping a picture of your client onto the photo. And so if you couldn't get it in front of their house. And so it's just as simple as having that picture with the background removed, clicking add logo. Now there is a maximum of 12 pictures here, so you can always go in and
Delete, duplicate, whatever.
delete. Yeah. So to make your logo transparent, this is an extra cost. So like I said, I just use the background eraser. So hopefully that answered your question. With Bitmoji, what you're going to do is you're actually going to like save that Bitmoji to your camera roll and then go into that background eraser and remove the background.
Let's see, does Photofy link to Booge to use listing info on the post? Unfortunately, right now we do not link directly to Booge. We do link to Megaphone. So you can access Megaphone items from Megaphone itself, from Photofy. There is a Megaphone tab in the templates that you can utilize. And there's certain sizes in there that Megaphone will accept. Anything beyond that, customization wise, will not work with a Megaphone. So you need to make sure that you're using the actual ones that are listed for Megaphone. Let's see. I tried Google Drive, but it says it's not available at this time. What's that mean? Beth, it sounds like you might be on an iPhone. Google Drive has been very finicky lately, and it's something on Google's side. So I'm not sure what that deal is. We've been trying to get it figured out ourselves because sometimes it works for us and sometimes it doesn't. Best I can say is keep trying, and I'm sorry. But yeah, it's something on Google's side, and they have not been able to provide any insight to us as of yet. Let's see. I'm confused as to what the difference is between artwork and photos and collages and how to choose 3 photos to integrate into a background. So artwork is your overlays. These are all the items that you can put over your backgrounds or over the things that you can find in photos and collages. So you can, if you know which piece of artwork you want to use, say you want to use the sold sign, then you can tap on the sold sign and grab a background from there. So I just sold this house. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And now my sign is right there on top of my house there. So I can move that to where I need it to be. So that is the difference, is the artwork are all overlays where photos and collages are all the backgrounds. When you share via email, could you download the video and send it, or do you have to send a link to the person? So the videos, if I'm not mistaken, are actually, when you complete them, let me see if I can create something really quickly. I know what videos are on this phone, but let's see. Okay, so here's a house that I found that was actually a Remax listing. Yay me. So you can say coming soon. When you hit done, you can either go Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, text message. You can do more share options, but if I'm not mistaken, this should actually save to your device as well, and it does. So here's the item itself, and now you can go ahead and go from your photo galleries and put that through email directly to the person. Will the video work with boomerangs? If you take that boomerang prior to opening up your video template, absolutely. I know those are kind of popular right now, but yeah, you can definitely do that and input them. As long as they're on your camera roll and accessible by Photofy, you can use them. Can one add a video direct to template versus using a pre-recorded file? No, right now the video templates only pull from the camera roll. So it's not something that you can grab a template and then, start taking a video with, unfortunately. But if you are on site somewhere and you want to grab a video real quick, you can definitely do that. Yeah, unfortunately, it only goes from your camera, from what's on your device right now. Can you show how to use the email signature templates? Do we have email signature templates? Let me see.
Yes, you do.
I'm looking.
All the way down. Keep going.
Oh,
There
we're
you
going
go.
right
Oh,
there.
too far. Right there.
All right, so email signatures. These are really cool. We don't actually create a lot these. Remax, the marketing team at Remax LLC does. So I don't get to see all of these as they come out. So it looks like these are just templates. With this, you can, it's not really, some of these, I don't know, are they editable? Have you used these yet?
I haven't used the email signatures. My email signature is done through Stamp. So I'm not really, it doesn't seem like it allows you to put your information
Yeah.
in there. So I think that might be a good question for Wendy or for the developers to see, like, if they're going to be putting some email signatures out there that are customizable with your information.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
here.
like this one, yeah.
Tokens. Yep. So it just depends on if there's a spot for them. Some of them have that available. Looks like this one has a office team and phone number and website address, because it looks like that's what the tokens were. But again, these are all able to be changed. So you can go in and, sorry, I never use my name in these things. Why not? Okay. And then, however, for anyone watching, that is actually the office phone number. And then you can change that email address or phone number. I mean, you can change it to a website, you can put an email address, you can do whatever you want there. So some of these, I guess, are editable and some of them are not. Once you're done, same thing goes, done. And now it's going to be saved to your phone. You can either, send it over to Google Drive, Dropbox, whatever, by using the more share options. If you have a Mac and an iPhone, you can AirDrop it so that you can add it to your signature. So it just kind of all depends, but that would be done as a picture file, put into your whatever email program that you use. So is there a charge for Dropbox? If you already have a Dropbox account, there's no charge to connect it to Photofy. I believe Dropbox does charge. I don't use them. So you have to actually go to the Dropbox website and see what their fees are. Let's see. And Kimberly, would you please email me the link too? Kimberly, what link are you looking for? We can definitely send you some links.
There's lots of links we can send you.
Let's see. My information is in the Photofy app, but when I choose a sign as artwork, it does not have my information in it. The sign is blank. So Jennifer, there are actually multiple signs in here. Some are blank on purpose, and some have your preset tokens in there. So if we go over to Remax property sign, kind of look around. If you see them filled out, then those are going to be the ones that have tokens. These are blank ones, so you'd actually use the text tool to add the information you want. They kind of want to give you a little creative freedom there. But if you look here, you can see how these have a lot of text in them. Those are the ones that are going to be filled with tokens. Now, if you don't have anything filled into those, then you're going to want to go into your settings. And again, like I said, you can do one off, share and share, you can do sold or for rent, whatever you want to put. So you can do one-off changes on these. But as far as contact info goes, you're going to make sure that your tokens are filled out. So go back to the main screen, tap on that hamburger menu, settings, and then manage profile. So as long as all of your tokens are filled out in here, once that pops up, then those will pre-populate into the signs, artwork, and templates that have a placeholder for them. So that's where you're going to want to look for those.
Kimberly wants the link for the broker portal.
Broker portal. Got it. Okay, Kimberly. I will send that over to you. I'll find your email address again. Actually, Kimberly, if you could, for anybody on this webinar right now that wants a link to the broker portal information, if you could please send me an email, support@photofy.com. That way I don't miss you. Go ahead and do that. And also those of you that want the link to Sharon's Friday meetings, Just in the subject line, put what you want, and I'll be sure to send it to you guys here after we're done with this webinar. So support@photofy.com, if you would please. Let's see. Monica says, I noticed on templates, Remax is printed twice. It's showing as Remax Real Estate Partners. How can I correct this? If you could send me a screenshot of which templates those are, again, at support@photofy.com, that would be very helpful. We can send that over to the marketing team at Remax and have them get that fixed for y'all. And is there a way to embed code for a 360 tour? You cannot embed code into our Photofy templates, unfortunately. If you want to, maybe if you have an image that you want to share with a link to a 360 tour that's hosted somewhere else, you can always put that in your caption info for your post. Unfortunately, or if you have the actual video itself, you can certainly pop that video into one of the video templates. But as far as code goes, we don't have a way to embed code into Photofy. I'm sorry. Let's see, and I think that's all of our questions in the Q&A. We've got, I'm gonna run through the chat really quickly. For anyone who missed the very beginning, as far as registering, if you haven't yet, photofy.com/remax-invite is where you'll do that. Let me go ahead and switch over to that so you can see what it looks like. Photofy.com/remax-invite is where you'll go ahead and register. Just look for that form at the bottom. And you do get the first 90 days free for anybody who is agent or manager, staff, or associate brokers. If you are the primary owner of the office, then you will be, your fees are covered by Remax LLC.
Boom shakalaka. That's the best thing ever.
What's that?
That the broker gets the that the fees are covered. I mean, it's real cheap, you guys. It's $4 a month after 90 days. You can't even get into Canva for that. And I'm a Canva shipper. I love Canva, but I like Photofy and how it has all of my Remax logos. It has all of my cool stickers. It has all of my Remax stuff at my fingertips.
Yeah.
If you're not using it, then you're missing out. Bob Wiggum had a really good suggestion. He said maybe like add a profile picture spot. You know how we have tokens, but you can go in and you can add a profile picture. And so like on the templates where it's asking for like your picture, it's kind of like Design Center does, that it would autofill. Good suggestion.
Good suggestion. I'll bring it up with the dev team and see if that's a possibility. Yeah.
Well, as always, Monica, it was a pleasure. I think there's a couple more questions, but I don't know.
See, the best
what else
to make your info visible on images to share on Facebook. I'm not sure which mean, Beth. If you can kind of clarify on that, we can definitely get that answer for you. Can you put a link in a graphic? Will people be able to click it? Unfortunately, the images are not clickable at this point. So if you need a clickable link, you'll want to add that to a caption so that people can go ahead and do that. And Sharon, can you share a phone number to call later? Luis, if you're needing help with something, let us know. Go ahead and email me. For anyone that has any questions, oh, thanks, Beth. For anyone that has any questions or needs information as far as Sharon's Friday meetings or information about the broker portal or broker, we have a broker webinar coming up on Monday as well for training for that. And then anything else, please email support@photofy.com. We'll make sure to get that information out to you. But I think that's the best way to make sure that I don't miss anyone in the comments and stuff. So if you please email, we'll get that information to you. Anybody have any other questions or comments? We're here for you. Otherwise, I think that would be it.
I think that's it. Another great class with you, Monica.
Yeah, I love it.
Holler at me if you guys have any questions. Hopefully, if you want to join us tomorrow, join me tomorrow. You got that link, and you can always email Monica for more information. But thank you, Monica, for letting me share my goodies today.
Oh, of course, of course, of course. And thank you, Sharon, for taking the time and getting all this together. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining. And we'll be here again next month on the third Thursday of September. How are we in September already? I have no idea. But have a great rest of your week, and we will see you next time. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.